back, YouTubers. In this episode, we're going to be installing the new knuckle, and we're going to be replacing one of the bad motor mounts. Stay tuned. So we just got the new used knuckle that we're going to use, and we're going to install it. Let's just inspect and look at both of them. This is the old one, and this is the new one. It is definitely from a lot less mileage of a car. Looks really good, and we are going to install this right now. Alright, so the first step we're going to do is put in the bottom bolt because it's hard to get to once everything is in. So we're going to put the bottom bolt joint in. Okay. I'm going to catch the shock right now. Something I want to say about this is when you put on these on shocks or suspension components, most of the time they go from the front to the back, and they go that way because when you put it in from the front to the back, this part is exposed to the elements when you're driving with the water, snow, rocks, whatever, and it starts getting hit with the elements. If it was this way and the bolts on this side, the threads start getting destroyed a lot faster. So to save the threads, you put them in the back. This way, when it comes time to removing components, they are not seized, or less chance they will be seized. Alright, just gonna put the nut on it. We're not gonna tighten it down yet. We're gonna tighten everything once everything is connected. Alright, put this control arm in. There we go. Put the nut on it. We can tighten that later. Okay. Now we have the cable. I'm going to pull out the cable for the handbrake. We have to reassemble this fixture onto it. So I want as much slack as possible. Put a screwdriver through the hole so I can pull it out. Okay, a little more. Yeah, it seems like that's all she got. That's all she wrote. So this thing goes, it's interesting, it has Brembo on it, so Brembo also makes these, and that's pretty cool. I'll put that in and slide the little, ooh, there we go. Ooh. All right, so now this hook goes onto this bottom shoe, and this one goes right there to the top shoe. Now when you pull it, what happens is it pulls this inward. The cable pulls that inward, and I'll try to mimic it. If this gets pulled in, you see that the shoes all separate out. Now we're going to put this up, and I think I can do it with a pick. Might need a longer pick than this, but let's see. No, that's good enough. I thought I might need a longer one for more leverage. I'm going to use my needle nose to hold it in place while I pull the pick out. There we go. The handbrakes are done. This is an adjuster. You turn it and it expands it, so sometimes when your handbrake gets really when your handbrakes are really loose, when you pull it up and it's all the way up here, this right here is what adjusts it. You adjust it, and as you adjust it, you would see the engagement point start coming lower, 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 lower. I like my engagement point really tight, so it's right there. The rotor has, see the bolts for the little screws that are supposed to go for the handbrake, for the rotor that hold it in place. Alright, so I'm going to weld a little bit to it, a little piece of metal to it, see if we can make it spin. Very delicately, and we don't want to damage. Alright, first one is coming out. Woo hoo! Oh, that was really easy. That was an easy one. Sometimes they're not, most of the times they're not that easy. Now I'm gonna flip it over and do the same to this side. Look. Ain't that a beauty? Ain't that a beauty? Alright, so now we're gonna clip it off. Oh, this one came out easy too. Just unthread it. Look at that. Like nothing ever happened. Ooh. All right, now we're gonna put in our 2 new screws. It's gonna hold the rotor from falling off. But now here's something very important about these screws. You do not need to torque these down tight at all. I like to do them a little hand tight and then just a squeeze, and that's it. Good. Now we take. There we go. That is, yeah. You excited too? Oh, I'm so excited. Now we could roll the car if we need to. We could take it outside if we need to, and it is movable. Okay, next thing we have to do is change this engine mount. You know, while the engine is out, it's a lot easier. It's only 2 bolts. Loosen them up. 2 13s. I'm trying to get this car as perfect as possible on a reasonable budget. And if we see anything broken, or worn out or change them. After all, it's a GT3. All right. Those 2 bolts aside. And there is, oh my goodness. This is a fluid-filled engine mount, and obviously it broke. So all the fluid just fell out all over my shop. I'm gonna clean it and I will get back to you. And we're back. So before we install this new one, I just want to clean the hole where it's going to sit. It's probably going to sit there for a very long time. And why shouldn't we clean the inside? I like everything nice and clean, nice and clean. So this way, if there's ever a problem, we can tell where the leak or anything coming out immediately. We don't have to guess if it was from the previous engine or the current engine, because we're cleaning everything. All right. Now I'm gonna take this engine out, flip it upside down, put the bolts back in. But before we're gonna put the bolts back in, I'm gonna show you that they're a little bit rusty. If you can see that. We're going to put some anti-seize to help it be able to remove later on if we ever need to take it out. Alright. And we got some anti-seize on the brush. Brush it on. Not too heavy. Lightly. Thread it in. Go for the next one. And put it in the hole. Have you noticed when I put things together, I won't tighten anything all the way down till everything is threaded in. This way, if the part is ever cocked, it can get tightened. It won't be tightened, cocked, and then you could strip a bolt out. So I got this all the way in. It still turns fairly easy. I'll start with the next one. Machine tight, and then come back with my wrench and just snug it in. That's it. It doesn't need to be any tighter than that. And that's that. Okay, now that I drained all the gook out of it, I can show you how you could tell. And that's it. It's too free. It's holding an engine. It should be really tight. I'll show you the other ones, but just showing you. Garbage. And here's the new one. See how tight that is? Yep. Very nice. Like nothing ever happened. Okay, I'm back. Let's do a quick little upgrade or fix. I'm excited about these small things are awesome. So this is the small things knobs that go over here for the seat. And I love fixing these small types of things because it's like instant gratification. Oh wait, there is a left and a right to it. I don't know which one is, but I'm just gonna stick one in there and let's see if it connects. It's kind of tight to go in there. We'll try to put this one in instead. There we go. Let's see if the seat works. Ah, see? Look at that. I love these. I love the little things like that. Actually, it's not even all the way in. There we go. And now we're gonna do this side. Let's see where this is. Push it in all the way. Yeah, this side works too. Oh, that's awesome. One thing off the checklist. One thing off. Yep, love it. Do you guys also get instant gratification about small things like that? I feel so accomplished. I really do, it's fun. Hope you guys like this video. If you like it, like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. If you don't like it, leave a comment. And the next video is going to be more intense, more technical. I'm going to start repairing the motor. We're going to start off with the heads. We're going to start setting the valves and rebuilding the heads and getting the heads ready for install. So stay tuned for that. And again, subscribe and share, and let's blow up this channel. And one last thing. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. So let's all eat some popcorn.